Greeting viewer, welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Yes, today's what we are covering. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has landed in Moscow for a 3-day visit during which he will meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. It is Xi's first visit to Russia since the Kremlin launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Western governments will warily monitor the leaders' meetings held Monday to Wednesday as the two countries appear to deepen their ties. The trip comes just days after the International Criminal Court issued a warrant for Putin's arrest and after the Russian leader made a surprise visit to the occupied Ukrainian city Mariupol. Mariupol has been held by Russia since last May and was subjected to some of the world's most brutal strikes. Ukrainian officials and residents slammed Putin's trip as a cynical ploy. The European Union's foreign policy and security chief Joseph Borrell has said that he hopes the bloc will agree a joint ammunition procurement deal for Ukraine on Monday. The chief diplomat warned of difficulties in continuing to supply arms to Ukraine if an important decision was not reached on Monday. European Union Defense Minister earlier this month provisionally agreed $2 billion plan to purchase 155mm artillery shells and send more artillery rounds to Ukraine from EU countries' existing stockpiles. A final decision is expected on Monday on the sidelines of the meeting of EU foreign and defense ministers in Brussels. Speaking in Stockholm on March 9, Ukraine's defense minister Oleksiy Reznikov said his country needed 1 million rounds of ammunition as soon as possible to deter Russian forces. The Russian-Ukraine war marks the first time the European Union has supplied lethal weapons to a third country, underscoring the extent of the threat it believes Moscow poses to its security. With the Ukraine war now in its second year, the European Union, alongside the United States and the United Kingdom, Kyiv's other two main backers, has reaffirmed its solidarity with Kyiv. That solidarity has translated into further commitments on military spending. In early February, the bloc announced that it would inject another $545 million into its $3.6 million military assistance fund for Ukraine. And in January, Germany, France, Poland and the UK agreed to supply modern battle tanks to Kyiv, responding to a long-standing call by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, despite fears that such a move could inflame the West's tension with Russia. A Russian deputy prime minister was present to greet Chinese leader Xi Jinping at Moscow Vankovo airport. Upon arrival, television pictures showed Dmitry Chenchenko, one of the 10 deputy prime minister of the Russian Federation, greeted Xi on the tarmac. Xi is expected to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin after 4:30 p.m. local time, 9:30 a.m. ET on Monday today. In a statement released Monday, as he arrived in Moscow for a 3-day visit, Chinese leader Xi Jinping reiterated his willingness to work alongside Russian President Vladimir Putin to safeguard the international order. China and Russia are both major powers in the world and permanent members of the UN Security Council, playing an important role in international affairs. In the face of a turbulent and changing world, China is willing to continue to work with Russia to firmly safeguard the international order, the statement said. It added, I look forward to exchanging in-depth views with President Putin on bilateral relations and major international and regional issues of common concern during the visit, so as to draw a blueprint for China-Russia strategic coordination and practical cooperation in the new era. Earlier Monday, in a signed article published in Russian state media, Xi framed his trip to Moscow as a journey of friendship, cooperation and peace, going to open a new chapter of bilateral relations. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters on Monday that Putin will discuss the topic of Ukraine peace with Xi during the Chinese leader's visit to Moscow. Behind the report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, India.